Beardo Benjo.
You know, if you told me the very first VR gameplay video I was going to record for the channel in 2023 was going to be a VR racing game, I would not have believed you. I really did not expect to be kickstarting a brand new year of videos with a racing game. Now, I don't have anything against racing games, of course I don't, but it isn't a genre I gravitate towards, and there have only been probably a handful of games from a handful of series that I've really enjoyed in my life. It's not something I've ever really clicked with. I'm not much of a petrol head, I've never really been into cars, I'm only just learning to drive in the real world now, and I'm 35 years old, so it's not a topic I've ever really clicked with. You know, I enjoyed Midtown Madness, I think it was 3, on the original Xbox. I enjoyed the Project Gotham games. I enjoyed Burnout, and I do enjoy the Forza Horizon series. But this game here has me absolutely hooked. I have been playing this all day, and that's why I'm able to do that and crash into a wall. No, that's why I'm able to even slightly drive this course while chaining a drift combo, because I've played a lot of this game already and I only purchased it this morning. This is CarX Drift Racing. Now, it's not a new game by any stretch of the imagination. The game's actually been out since 2017. It's available on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, and it supports cross-play across all of those formats as well. So the lobbies for online are always full, but we'll talk about that a bit more in a minute. The reason I'm here today checking it out is because it just got a brand new update for VR support. So of course I had to come and check it out. And I did not expect to become as addicted as I am. Now, the game isn't a conventional racing game. As you can see, it's all about drifting, chaining that drift combo, getting as many points as you can, and trying to hit the assigned scores in the top there. Come on, I don't need that much more. Oh, no, I can't. I nearly got a silver then. I think that was a bronze. 12,728. I needed 13,750 to get the silver. So CarX Drift Racing Online is the name of the game, and currently, at the time of recording this video, it's less than £5 on Steam. I think it was £4.66 for the core game, and then I bought the season pass as well, which gave me access to all the cars, all the tracks, and they're still adding DLC now. They're still updating it, and you get access to all of that. So in the garage, there's a huge amount of cars now that I can pick between, and yes, you do need to purchase them. I'm using this DTM 46. I think they're all based on real cars, but they don't have the licenses for real cars, is kind of what I'm understanding. I mean, that looks like a Dodge. That looks like, again, I'm not a petrol head. I could be saying all the wrong things. It looks like one of the cars from Fast and Furious. You know, it looks like the car that Vin Diesel has, except his one is black. So tons of cars to pick between. You can organize them by manufacturers. Again, like these kind of look like that looks like Subaru, but it's not quite the logo. So I don't think they have the licenses to call them the real cars, but you know what they're based on if you're a petrol head. Once you've bought a car, you can swap out the mods, so that kind of changes its speed, how kind of suitable it is for drifting, so acceleration, power, etc. And then if you're really into it, you can go right into the detail and change all of these stats. Now, I don't know what any of this really means, so I'm not going to muck around with any of this stuff. I've just put a mod on the car that makes it best for drifting. You can then come into body kits, you can stick stickers on them, you can paint them different colours. The amount of customization in this game is superb, and buying the season pass gives you access to all these sticker packs as well. So I've got like Halloween sticker packs and stuff. That was what kind of drew me to it. So I can stick this this here on the front of the car. It looks kind of poo. Can I scale it? Yeah, let's scale it down a bit. Yeah, it does look kind of shit. I could make the entire car a Jason hockey mask. It's a bit overkill, isn't it? It's a little bit overkill. I won't stick it on there because I like the car how it is. So yeah, you can paint the cars, you can stick vinyls on the cars, you can buy a whole different range of cars, you can mod the cars, and then you've got a few different variants of game modes. So you've got the drift races, which is what I was just doing. I'll play some more of those in just a minute. You unlock more as you level up. You can see I've got loads of money. I've got $6 million. Hey, not because I'm amazing at the game. I think they give you 5 million to start with, so I've not earned that much. There's also tandem drifting modes, there's time attack modes, training, and then there's multiplayer, so you can play the game online as well, and it is busy. I mean, look at this. There are people playing this game. There are tons of servers with open spaces that you can jump into right now. So it's not like you're picking up a dead game. It might have come out in 2017, but it's still very, very active, and it's a lot of fun. Right, let's jump into some more drifting because that's where the fun is. Let's do Navarro Base. Now, the VR mode in this game is very well implemented, but it is quite simplistic. So it doesn't support motion controls. But I think that is a good thing. I can't imagine trying to kind of get the control over the car and the drifts with 2 motion controllers. I can't see that being fun. However, the game does support controls, so control pads. I'm using an Xbox controller, and wheels. So if you've got a wheel setup or like a racing sim setup, chances are it's supported for the game. Now, as I said at the start, the aim really is to chain your drift around these courses as best as you physically can to hit the target scores. Now, you'll see at the top right there, oh my god, I've cocked it all up. Top right there, to get a bronze you need 5,500, silver is 13,000, and gold is 22. I've not cracked gold on any of the courses yet. I've got a couple of silvers, but I've only just started getting to grips with kind of like how to get the best drifts and handling out of some of these cars. Each car is different and has completely different handling, so you find a car that you kind of vibe with, and for me it's this one, which is very Subaru-esque. And then yeah, you just kind of practice, mod it, tune it to find the best results. You do get bonus points for doing things like awesome angles and stuff. So if you go around a corner basically like sideways like that, awesome angle, 400 points just for doing that. And then for transitioning, so if you're drifting left and then you switch to go right, you get points for doing that as well. But the key is to try and keep that combo up. 5 times is the max. So you want to hit that as soon as possible and then just keep it going. Keep it going and just drift the entire track to get the very, very best score. The game also performs like beautifully. I guess because it's been out for so long, it's really well optimized. No performance issues. I've got everything stuck on Ultra. And yeah, it is just performing beautifully for me whilst recording as well. It doesn't look incredible. It's not the best looking racing game or VR game I've ever played. But, oh, might get actually a silver here. Yeah, silver. Yeah, it isn't the best looking racing game I've ever played, but it isn't ugly by any stretch of the imagination. Come on, get in, silver. Now, some of these tracks are based on real locations. Like, that looks like the bit from Greece. You know, where they're going through the kind of aqueducts. Maybe it is. LA, you've got some kind of Russia levels there. There's Australia as well, I believe that is. I think that's Japan. I'm not 100% sure. There's one up here, which I think is kind of Silverstone. Yeah, Springstone. I think that's based on Silverstone. Castle Road's really cool. Basically, the more you play, the more you level up as well. So right now I'm level 10. And that means I can buy this new track that I've just unlocked, which is a level 10 track. So I spend 90,000 on that, and then I can play it. Let's go straight into it. Let's see if I'm good at it first time. So yeah, if you look at the car and the details and the interiors and things, it isn't super pretty. I mean, it's not going to blow anyone away. Doesn't look quite as detailed as something like Project Cars or like Gran Turismo, of course. But for a VR game, like the optimization for me is more important. And it is just so well optimized. It runs really well. It's really content rich. The multiplayer servers are full, and I got it for less than a £5. Like, that's crazy. It cost me less than like a meal at McDonald's, and I've already played like 3 hours of this today. And I wanted to spread the word because I know the people that watch the video today will still have a chance to get this at this cheap price. I think it's going back up in price on the 5th of January. Now, even if you paid full price for this, I do believe it's only £11 something, so it's not an expensive game. But if you want, or if you're into, I guess, kind of gamified racing games, I think that's what I kind of like. I don't like just your standard going around a track racing against other cars trying to shave a few seconds off. I like the points-based gamified format. I've really overshot that. I think that's what's really appealing to me about this game. Like, the drifting element has completely sold me on it and has hooked me in. This is gonna be a bronze, if that. Come on now. Oh, I just love it. I did not think I would, and then I started playing it this morning, and I was like, one more race, one more race, one more race, one more race, and then it had been like 2 hours, and I still wanted to play one more race. I'm fully addicted to it. Fully addicted to it. Okay, well, I'm online now. Oh, I've just driven through someone. It looks like everyone's kind of ghost cars, so you don't have issues when it comes to crashing into them. That might have just been that car spawning in. Let's see. Let's try and crash into somebody. Oh, they might get mad at me. Look at the smoke. It's so cool. So this is an online race. I don't think it's actually even a race. This was just called, this server was just called Drift and Chill. So I think it really is just doing a bit of drifting. No real worries. Stop blowing your smoke in my face. Yeah, no kind of issues. But these are all real people. Ah, okay, so you do go through them. You might be able to switch that off if you want collision. Oh, it's so cool. I can't believe it's as cheap as it is. And it's as good as it is. It's just ridiculous. But I guess they've been working on it for years. So they've refined it and refined it and refined it. And just got it working really well. Holy shit, I love it. I absolutely love it. Like, the 3D is super sharp. It looks great in VR. They've done a really good job with the VR port. Yeah, I'm using airlink. Stop hugging the barrier. I'm using airlink to... Oh, sorry, lads. Sorry, lads. Oh, nice car, mate. I'm using airlink to play today. So, yeah, on Quest 2, wirelessly with airlink. And it's working perfectly. That guy's called Wayne. Very nice. Who else we got? Oh, a pink car over there. Who are they? Can we reverse to see them? Hello. Hello there. Who are you? You got a name as well? Green guy's driving off. Off he goes. I love it. I love it. Like, do you know when you like stumble across like a real gem, and you're just elated because you found this new thing that you just really enjoy, and you know it hasn't broken the bank, and it's just nice to find. This is so cool with the smoke. Now, one thing I don't know how to access is the cars that I've installed via the workshop, the Steam workshop. I actually installed a Lightning McQueen, like a perfect Lightning McQueen car that I found on there, and the Simpsons, like their sedan, like the sedan they drive, like another pink car they have in the Simpsons. I don't know where they go in the catalogue, or maybe they're just here and I just select them. I'm not sure. It's a shame this bit isn't like fully immersive in VR, like it doesn't surround you, it is just a screen. It's only when you go into the races that it becomes immersive and the world is 3D and you're really in there. Because I think if you could just walk around these bits or see this just in kind of 3D and have control of moving around the car, and they'll just elevate it a little bit. It's a shame these bits aren't, but I can't knock it for £5 or less than £5. I just can't knock it for that price. It's absolutely insane. This Red Rock level is one of my favourites. I like the ones that aren't necessarily like tracks, like track day stuff. They're a little bit more interesting when you've got kind of actual environments to look at. There was one of the tracks, I think it was the Silverstone one earlier, that I managed to chain the entire track. Like, I started drifting at the start, and I just kept it going. And yeah, it was it was really, for me, for someone who doesn't play racing games, it felt like a real kind of achievement. I was like, holy shit, I did it. I chained that whole course. I'm so good. It's probably really basic. Like, I can't even hit the gold scores. I will eventually. I will eventually. Now, one little tip, if you do pick this game up, you see it and you think, you know what, that looks like a lot of fun. Ah, no! I missed the checkpoint. Gotta go through the checkpoints. Right, we spin it, we spin it, we spin it. I've absolutely cocked this up. Yeah, one little tip if you do pick this game up. The mods for the cars that kind of change what kind of races and conditions they're set up for, they're really important to look at and apply. When you start the game, whatever car you buy, or whichever cars you buy, they're all set to like the default configuration. It's quite hard to drift them in that configuration. Oh, they do that a lot. They spin out. I was really struggling. Can I drive through this gas station? I was really struggling to drift the cars when I first started playing. I was spinning out all the time. This is cool. And yeah, I couldn't wrap my head around it. But as soon as I changed this car to the drift modification and customization setup, it just grips the track a little better. The back end doesn't swing out as much. I feel like I've got much more control over it. And I can like pull it back in when it starts to go wrong. So yeah, there's tutorials on YouTube that will teach you kind of the best way to set the cars up if you're not a big petrol head like me. And maybe you just want to get stuck in and start drifting. Hello people, nice to see you there. I love it. I absolutely love it. I can't recommend it enough. It's such a good time. It's brilliant. Don't crash! Jesus, he was going to die. Straight to his death. Right, I'm going to leave it here on this nice snowy level that I'm really, really bad at. I don't know if it's just me. It might be psychosomatic, but I feel like my car actually struggles to grip the road in this one because it's icy. I could be wrong, but it feels like it kind of... feels like it's a little bit more slidey. I don't know. It probably is. All in my head. Look, if you don't typically like racing games, take it from me. Take it from someone who doesn't like them either. Or doesn't... Ah! Oh my god! Doesn't invest a lot of time into playing them. This is a winner. If you just want a fun VR racing experience that doesn't focus too much on like the track days and the seriousness of like shaving seconds off your lap times and things like that, but challenges you instead to drift and chain combos and really learn the mechanics of drifting these cars accurately around these tracks, then CarX Drift Racing is so worth your time. I'm fully addicted to it, even though I cannot for the life of me drive this goddamn course. Oh my lord. I fully expect this game will continue to be updated. I mean, it came out in 2017 and they just dropped a brand new VR update at the back end of 2020, and having checked the Steam page, it looks like updates are fairly regular as well. So yeah, that speaks volumes of a dev team who just kind of aren't done with this game yet, and that's really good to see, especially now that there's a whole new wave of players in the VR community that can get on board. Nah, I'm not getting around that corner. I'm crashing. No, you gotta believe. You gotta believe. Oh, I crashed a bit. No, we're fine. We're fine. Oh, I'm fully addicted to it. I hope you enjoy it too if you do decide to pick it up. For the next couple of days, it's going to be less than £5, and then it goes back up to its normal RRP of, I think it's £11. Oh my god, I'm driving so slowly on this track. It's not exactly a speed demon time, is it? I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. If you have, please do leave a like, leave a comment, hit subscribe, and yeah, please go check out CarX Drift Racing Online. It is the first real surprise of 2023 for me. Didn't expect to love it this much, and I absolutely do. I hope you enjoy it too, guys. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon for another one. See you later. Goodbye.